Welcome to Theologically Fit. I'm Gary Younger, and today we're going to be talking about water. Um, there's all sorts of information out there that you can follow and investigate on why water is important for your diet, just in general, not even trying to do anything, just why you need water. But for nutrition wise, diet wise, and exercise wise, now, even I didn't necessarily believe this overall, as far as the 6 to 8 ounces or 6 to 8 cups of glasses of water per day is what everyone needs. Um, it's kind of a weird thing, but once you experience it, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you just try to go where they're actually telling you to go with 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. Now, and what it does to your body. So during my weight loss process, my my self talk told me that I'm getting enough water in the fruits and vegetables that I'm eating anyway. Some of the meats, don't forget, there's water in just about everything. In the energy drinks that I was drinking, in the coffee that I was drinking, I generally had a glass or two with each meal, so I figured I was pretty safe as far as getting 6 to 8 glasses of water per day, a glass being 8 ounces. So for roughly 2 years, I really didn't follow too strict of that particular advice until I started having plateaus. I started getting into some plateaus. I'm currently in one now. I'm trying to break it, but one of the things was to drink more water. So I thought, okay, well, I'll try it. Bodybuilders and whatnot that I follow drink a ton of water. Some of them drink 2 gallons of water a day, depending on how big they are. But mentally, it didn't make any sense to me. Like, if I drink more water, won't I retain more water? So the answer is no. It actually kickstarts a cycling in your body that does a couple of different things. It's going to help you. Number one, it's going to get rid of any toxins. It's going to help flush all some of that out. It's going to help you if you get too much salt in your diet. It's going to help you regulate the salt that's in your diet that is going to make you kind of puffy anyway. So if you just want to see some really quick gains as far as weight loss, then I would recommend that you literally drink a half a gallon to a gallon of water per day. Seems like an awful lot. Why would you do that? You wouldn't do that with milk. Well, some of you probably are, but um, it it's just going to help the overall. It just kickstarts everything and gets the machines in motion, and it doesn't help you retain more water. So you're not going to be like a water balloon. You're not going to just continue to hold that water. Your system's going to put it to use. Is basically what it does. So I would say 6 to 8 glasses per day is going to be a minimum. Um, for me, I didn't think I could do a gallon of water a day. Plus, it seemed to me rather boring. But I thought I might as well try it. You know, this is what everybody else is saying, so there must be something to it. So, of course, the interwebs. They if it's on YouTube or any of those other websites, then it must be true, right? So one of the things that I decided was, well, I don't want to keep refilling glasses and mugs and whatnot. Plus, the job that I have, I'm not allowed to walk around with water or liquids or anything or food of any nature. So, what I decided to do was, how am I going to track all that? So, I'm going to have to drink it in the morning, during lunch, and then in the evening. It's just going to be kind of a pain in the butt. So, what I wanted to do was, I didn't want to sit there and count everything all day long. Like, did I have 6 glasses? Did I have 8? Did I have 7? I didn't want to track it all. So one of the things I did was I bought a water jug that actually has measuring marks. I've got it right here. So I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, kind of. It actually says, I'll hold it still for a little second there. All right, so it just gives you, this is 1 glass, that's the second glass, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So as long as I finish this at the end of the day, then I've gotten at least whatever it says that I drank. Whatever's left is, if there's nothing left, then I got my 8 ounces or 8 glasses. Excuse me. If I've only got five ounces drink, then I did okay, but I could do better. So with that, it really did help me to see that it wasn't that difficult. Uh, when I'm at home, I just leave it on the counter in the kitchen or someplace that I'm going to walk by that frequently, and I'll just grab it and take a sip, and a big sip, and put it back down. So I just did that all day long when I'm at home. When I'm at work, I just left it in my vehicle, and breaks and whatnot. We went outside, or sometimes we travel between locations sometimes. So I'll just make sure I drink a bunch of that. Now it does not, something like this does not fit in your cup holders. So, you got to hold it and whatnot. So if you get anything like this, make sure it's got a cap and it's resealable, that type of thing, and it's leak proof, because it will tip over in your car. And I have tipped that over in my vehicle, and it was uncapped at the time, and it leaks. So the other thing that you want to look for, as far as you don't have to go buy that. You can use whatever measuring device you want. If you want, you could go buy an 8-ounce bottle or something like that, and that's your measuring device. You can track it. That's not a big deal. But you just want to make sure that you actually do get at least 8 glasses in. Another option is for if you do go buy something, then I recommend you get something like this that's got I don't know if you can see it on there. It's got a straw in there, so I don't have to sit there and tilt it up all day long. I can just sit there and just grab it and sip it. And this particular one also has a handle right in there, so you can put a carabiner on there. You can just grab it. I carry it around like this in the gym sometimes. That way I don't have to worry about it. I'm not always constantly having to hold it like this all day long. So just a convenience factor to get something that's got a handle, preferably, unless you don't mind grabbing a gallon jug and drinking it all day long. A lot of people at the gym that I see use old milk gallon containers. They just refill their thing. That's fine. They also sell it by the gallon. You can do that if you've got the money. Me, I'm kind of cheap sometimes, so I just don't want to buy water all day long or all week long. So for me, this is fine. Another option is you'll see a lot of this coming out. This is a 2-liter as well. It's the same thing as this one, but it's just it's non-see-through. So I got this one after I figured out that I can actually tolerate a whole 2 liters per day that I've been drinking at minimum. So I got this one knowing that I've got it in my head that, hey, I can do this. So for this one, these are pretty much a dime a dozen. This one's branded by Aquajug. I don't know who they are, but I like their logo on there. So I thought it was kind of fun. I didn't want to endorse somebody I didn't really know, but hey. Anyway, so this has got obviously a handle. You can see that on there. So this has got a handle on there. You can grip this. You can also carry it around with the strap. Now this one I'm not too fond of this one because it does not have a straw. It does have a hole and then a valve for whatnot. Seals nice and tight. So this one I'm not necessarily too fond of because I do have to lift it up, especially arm day. It's not very fun to have to lift that up in the gym. Plus all day long you got to carry that thing around, but it makes a noise when you take a drink from it because it's got that one-way valve on there, so it makes a funny noise. So when I'm here at the house, the kids make fun of me for the noise that it makes. All right, another thing that I do is I've got just a squeeze bottle. This one is a polarized, so this one's got a little thing on the inside that helps keep it cold while you're using it. Now this one is also the top, the one-way valve, so you can squeeze it in. You can and then pull it out and drink from it. Got a little handle right there as well, and then you've got so you can grip it as well. So this one I've been using for a long time. I used it anyway just because I had hired a personal trainer at one time, and he wanted me to bring water with me. So I got this and started using that for a while. And this comes in pretty handy. Number one, it's for the most part spill proof. You knock it over in the gym, it's not going to do anything as well. Very little anyway. So, but it's a little bit easier to manage while you're in the gym, and it's a good starting point as well. So, and then of course there's also something you get like a shaker bottle with a cap on there. So if you're going to do a shaker bottle, make sure you get something that's sealed pretty well, because you will knock it over in the gym, and there is no, I don't know, there's no straw, there's no stopgap holes or anything like that. So you will find yourself knocking that thing over in the gym. All right, so that's pretty much how I handle my water intake. Now, some of the things that I've experienced for the results from drinking a whole lot of water now is, number one, that I can actually do it. Um, and the sometimes I'll drink a whole gallon per day, depends on what I'm doing. And I just, it's just old hat. I've been doing it for about 30 days now. The one thing I did notice about drinking more water is that it shrunk my skin a little bit. So for me, my weight loss seems to come from the outer extremities working towards my core. But I did notice that in my head, uh, it took out all the water weight that I was holding up in there. I got it in there, in my hands, and then down towards my calves and feet. I can definitely tell that I'm not holding as much water in those particular areas anymore. And then my little skin, whatever you want to call it, my neck has been getting a little bit thinner as well. And that's just in 30 days of drinking 2 liters per day, or at least half gallon per day, somewhere in there at minimum. So, and there's days when I didn't quite get it all in, but in the overall consistency of it all, I definitely have in 30 days felt a pretty good transformation as far as feelings, as far as weight loss, and how I feel in my own skin type of way. So anyway, don't believe the myth that you can't do that much water. Don't believe the self-talk that I can never drink a gallon of water a day. You can. You'll get acclimated to it, and it will benefit you. It's going to help you metabolize fat a little bit more. It's going to help you reduce your overall water retention as well. It's going to help you filter out if your diet's got too much salt going on. And then let me see here, just so I don't leave anything out. It's going to help your metabolism overall. It's going to keep you regular. And then, of course, it's going to help with if you're on a high protein diet, it's going to help you in that particular area as well, because in order to digest protein, you're going to need a lot of water, especially if you're going to do any type of bodybuilding. You're going to get a lot of protein, and you're going to need a lot of water to go along with that. So don't be afraid to go too much water. But you're definitely probably not getting enough water right now as it is. So I would check that and just maybe track what you are drinking. And don't forget to count everything. Don't forget, there's a lot of fruits and vegetables that have water. The meats that you eat probably have water in it. The coffee you drink, the energy drinks, if you're drinking soda, stop. But anything else that, the diet sodas that you're drinking, or the sugar-free, don't forget that's all water as well. So don't forget to count that in what your water intake is. So other than that, hope that helps, and keep on keeping on. God bless.